Cancer, hi. So this is going to be a reading for November 27th through December 3rd. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Now let's see, Cancer, what do you got going on? Alright, the overall energy for the reading, the Page of Swords. It's kind of coming through as an energy of, you know, taking it one day at a time here. It feels like a lot is happening, but still kind of coming at this from the perspective of taking it one day at a time, taking it easy, you know. Good energy there, good energy. It feels like it's coming through with good energy. In the recent past, the Knight of Cups, the Death card, the Judgment card, that almost looks like a death process for you, you know, which is great. Very transformative, pretty big. You're going in it wholeheartedly. You're like, okay, let's do this, you know. I'm not seeing a lot of people taking it on as, yay, let's do this. But you seem to be taking it on like that. So it's really nice. In the current situation, the Seven of Pentacles, the Fool, the Eight of Wands. You're very engaged here into something. There's definitely energy exchange here at play. So there's at least another person attached to the other end of this. But you're very open, very engaged to this at this point. Very ongoing kind of an energy. And it looks like it's helping you build something here for you. Pretty open to whatever this is. We'll see more when we clarify. In the immediate future, the Knight of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles. This looks to be like a commitment, possibly a marriage for some of you. You're looking like you're moving forward towards this commitment, with this commitment, and things are heading in a very good direction here, very steady and very stable situation you got going on. So let me clarify. Let's see the Page of Swords. The Five of Wands, the Tower, the Knight of Swords. This is possibly representative of this situation right here, this commitment where you are moving forward. You do seem to have some obstacles along the way with this one. Quite not pretty obstacles at all. But you keep on pushing through. It's like, you know, you get discouraged sometimes, but you're like, okay, you know, we'll keep on going. We'll keep on going. Especially when the obstacles are there. So the overall energy for that, underneath it all, is that you're pushing through. Especially when obstacles are at play. And you could be facing some right now, we'll see. But let's do the Knight of Cups in the recent past. You're not that open to it. The Seven of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Three of Swords. No, you're not. You're looking like you're open to it, but then you're like, okay, this could be a painful process, so, you know, let's try to skip it. But then at the same time, nah, I can't skip it. I gotta go through it. Fuck. You know? That's kind of how it's looking underneath it all. So it's definitely a death process, which means that you've gone through some massive changes here within yourself. But very painful process as well. For the Death card, you get the Nine of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. What's interesting about a death process for someone is that they reach a place that they haven't been before, right? Part of you is dying. The part of you that you knew existed up until this point is going away. And you're kind of reborn as a different person almost. And when you get to this place of, okay, I'm feeling in a different way, I'm viewing things in a different way, it's a little bit scary. It's a little intimidating because you've never been there before. You know, more vulnerable, more open, more raw. And you do have a reaction there of, uh-oh, I'm not doing this right, because it feels different. It feels like, oh my God. And you try to revert back. You try to bring that part of you that's trying to die. You try to resuscitate it and be like, okay, come back. You know, at least this one, I've known how to do it all my life. This new part, I don't know, I'm not sure about it. It's making me feel weird. So that's where I see you there with that in the middle of your death process, which, you know, the energy that comes through as the new one is that emotional balance, emotional fulfillment, like that place of, oh man, this feels so good, you know, for a split second. And then your mind, your consciousness is going to try to come over and be like, this is new. I don't know how to do this. I'm scared of it. Let's go back, you know? So interesting. Let's do the Judgment card. Six of Wands, Page of Swords, the Magician. All right, you're going in it. You're like, okay, I'm scared of it. I'm going to try to run, but at the same time, I can't run. I'm in the middle of the freaking process. Like, I'm almost done. What the hell is there? You know, let's push beyond that fear of the new me, of vulnerability, and let's see what's beyond that. So you're starting to manifest in the direction of the new you, which feels good. It's starting to feel good, finally. You know, it doesn't feel uncomfortable anymore, not as much, at least. So yeah, definitely a whole lot of transformation there on your side. Let's do the Seven of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Emperor. And all of this, the new you, comes through in this connection you have with someone here. There's a soul connection here. You definitely are shifted within this commitment as well, within this connection. Where it feels like things are building up, things are moving forward here, or that's the intention on your side at least, but it does feel difficult at times because, okay, you shifted, you've gone through the crap, you've gone through everything here, and you've grown and you've learned, and you're still part of that process. So it's not like, okay, you're done here. You're going to be part of this all your life. You're going to have multiple death processes as you go. So I feel like you're aware of that. But you're bringing that new energy into this dynamic, which is great. But it feels hard because now there's two. It's not only you going through this. There's two of you. So let's do the Fool. I don't see you getting discouraged, though. I see you in this energy of, okay, well, let's take it easy. Let's take it slow, one day at a time. Let's see what happens, you know. Let's do the Fool, the Ace of Wands, the Death card, the Four of Wands. Interesting, because as you bring this new energy here of the death process you've been through, it almost feels like you're bringing the death process to this connection as well, in terms of things are not going to be the same here for the connection either, because you're part of it. Just like things are not going to be the same for you individually, things are not going to be the same for any kind of connection you have that you're part of. And this is one important one. It does seem like, again, possibly a marriage for some of you. But just keep it in mind. You're bringing that energy with you because it's you. So it almost feels like you're throwing it on this connection too. Like, okay, you go through the death process now. I've been through it. Now you go as a connection through this, which is quite funny in the way it shows up. But it might be challenging, just like it was for you individually, you know? And a lot of the times we forget, when we get on the other side of it, we kind of forget, hey, I've been through fucking hell here, you know? I've gone through like the worst possible energies of my life while going through this death process. And then we're like, I forgot how hard it was. And we're throwing this process all over the place in our lives. It's like, okay, you know, it benefited me because I got to this place. So it's going to benefit this connection too. But forgetting that, okay, but it might be challenging, you know. And again, as a reminder, it's not only one, there's two now at play. Let's do the Eight of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. I love this energy exchange because it's coming from a place of stability, of long-term planning almost. Like, let's see where we're taking this, and my intention is to take this all the way, you know, towards stability, towards good things, towards growing together. And I'm sure it's coming from both sides because I see it here as, you know, that energy exchange that's happening on both parts here. I don't know where they're at with their process of healing in their lives. I have no idea if they're going through something similar, if they've gone through their death process here. I assume that they are, given that they're showing up in this energy right here of let's share this, let's plan this out, and not only plan this out but act on it and take it further and further. But I don't know, it's looking good. As to the Knight of Swords in the immediate future, the Fool, the Page of Wands, the Two of Cups. And as things progress, and as you take it one day at a time, and as you trust that, okay, you've gone through your own process of change, and this is going through the same process because it's going through it right now, things are going to improve and get better in time if we stick to it, and if we, you know, kind of both of us show up for this. And given that these energies are showing up, it feels like the both of you do show up for this, you know. So it's looking good. It's looking quite promising as time evolves here. You're more and more confident through this connection. You're showing up more and more open, even more playful at times, which this definitely needs that, because it's at some point in this process that's happening right now, it became quite serious, quite chop. Let's get to it. And this is more open, more flexed, more loving, definitely more playful. So this is nice energies here. This is a nice reading. Let's do the Four of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. This is possibly recognizing those times where you may need time for yourself. Yeah, as this evolves together, you may need those times where it's like, you know what, I gotta do me. And it's where do I get the sense of asking for permission almost? But it's not asking for permission, it's possibly acknowledging that, yeah, I do need some time for me, and letting them know, hey, you know, I'm gonna take a few days, I need to do me. I'll still be here, I'm not going anywhere, but I may not be as present, or, you know. So kind of acknowledging when those times are needed for self. That's quite healthy. But in no way taking it out on the connection, like, oh, you're here, get the fuck out of the house, I need some me time. You know, like, come back in 2 weeks. Not in that way, because it does show up as having that tendency to be like, okay, you know, I'll put this connection on hold because I need to do me, and I'm not going to focus on this at all, and fuck this connection because, you know, it's me time. There's definitely something surrounding me time that can be actually revealed and acknowledged, and, you know, and again, it doesn't go to asking permission, because it's like, you can do you whenever you want, you don't need permission for that, but it's like having it possibly put out there as, hey, you know, I'm gonna take some time for me here, you know, still show up for this, but maybe not as much as you're used to me showing up for this, because I gotta show up for me right now, you know. So yeah, that's quite key there in the way that it's being delivered. Let's do the Ten of Pentacles in the immediate future, the King of Wands, the World card, the Three of Wands. They're showing up too for this. It feels like they're a millisecond, very tiny little second behind there in their healing journey, which is fine. I still see a pretty kind of a tandem, kind of an energy moving forward here from the both of you. It's just that, you know, your journeys are going to be different. Your healing journeys are going to be different. Your sense of growth is going to be different. Sometimes you're ahead, sometimes they're ahead, you know. So it feels like maybe them here, it almost feels like you have to wait for them for a split second, you know, which I don't see you being bothered by that. You know, you're showing up as, yeah, I get it. You know, they need to do them at this time too. So interesting. I love this reading. It's it has all sorts of elements in it. You know, the why so serious kind of an element, then let's have fun with it, then hey, get out of the house for 2 months or something. You know, all sorts of things. Let's see what the universe has to close it off for you. The Eight of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Two of Pentacles. I can see how this whole, like taking this on together and then having those times where you might have to separate a little bit, because again, the me time could be showing up here and there. There's a lot of that going on for water signs this week, in terms of the separation of things, which is not real. It's there to give you that time and space to do something for yourself, but it's not necessarily how we perceive it as, oh my God, we're distancing ourselves from one another and it sucks. And you know, I can see it how at times it can be confusing, especially when you take this on as together so strongly. The slightest little detachment from it can seem confusing, can seem like, oh, what's going on? We're not doing this right. I feel like it relates a lot to this energy of sometimes you need to go in your room for a little bit. You know, sometimes they need to go in their room. So just take it as a need for going in your room or theirs, not as you know, there's no at play here. But I can see you being confused by it at times, you know. So try to keep that in mind. It's a nice reading. It's a really nice reading overall. There's a lot of growth here. So that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.